Greetings, my name is Neosekken, and welcome back to my Let's Play of Corpse Party Blood Drive for the PC. In the last episode, we found the wrong end for Chapter 6, and after we did that, we started EX Chapter 4, and we're currently in the midst of a flashback featuring Aiko, her friends from school, and a very hungry, sweets-loving ghost who wants to experience as many sweets as possible before she's able to move on. And so far, every attempt that everyone has made to appease this ghost, well, exorcise the ghost actually, kind of ended in failure. So what they're trying now is to appease said ghost by going to a very high-end restaurant and eating the most delicious food that they have there and see if that will end up appeasing the ghost. So here we are. So let's just go ahead and just see how this whole thing turns out. We pushed open the heavy doors and heard the clinking and clambering of a very unique door chime as we stepped across the threshold. A server quickly came and took Aiko's reservation ticket, then guided us to our seats. I can't take it anymore. Inumaru began sucking on some candy while we waited to help stave off his insatiable hunger. When our menus arrived, he opened his in record time and began salivating. The dessert menu, which represented the majority of this cafe's famous offerings, was filled with items that aroused our appetites. Wow, caramel honey pancakes topped with chestnuts. Baked donuts with hot chocolate fondue. Mixed berry waffles with a 3-flavored sorbet. A banana omelet smothered in mango sauce. What should we do, Naho? Everything here sounds amazing. I can't choose. Yeah, we've already had enough sugar to keep us up all week. But we can't very well come here and not order something. Excuse me, we're ready to order. Sayaka and I were still deciding, but Aiko flagged down a server anyway. He was an elderly man with a very professional, very respectful disposition. And strangely, I kind of felt like I recognized him. Hey, Waldo. What can I get for you today? I'll have the no-bake green tea cheesecake and white-flowered camellia. And a roasted green milk tea, please. Very good. I'll take everything from this page to this page. Alright, I bet he's thinking, is this guy insane? Whoa. Seriously? I have to. I'm so hungry, I feel like I'm about to die of starvation. Well, okay. Will that be all? Naho, what are you getting? How about a chamomile tea and a banana omelet? And I'll have the raspberry chiffon cake with a peach tea. Excellent choices. I'll get your orders in right away. This person, I swear I've seen him somewhere before. The server swiftly took his leave as I tilted my head, desperately trying to place him. This wasn't just someone I met once or twice, but numerous times. Yet, for the life of me, I couldn't figure out where or under what circumstances. Hey, doesn't our server look familiar to you guys? I posed the question to the table as a whole, but Sayaka and Inumaru just flashed me a strange look. You think? I can't imagine I'd ever forget a gentleman like him, but... No, I can't place him. Yeah, I really can't, and I can't really remember anyone other than Sayaka. Of course you can't. What about you, Aiko? I know him very well. Look over there. He's that girl's assistant, no? That girl? Wait a minute. I remember now. Isn't he, Magari's butler? I followed Aiko's finger with my eyes, and found myself face to face with a young girl wearing a Lolita-style dress, decorated liberally with ribbons. Hello to you, Sainoki and her delightful friends. Ah. Huh? Aren't you that transfer student? Magari. Mizuki. She studied our reactions for a moment, and then got up from her chair and approached me. Mizuki had recently transferred to our class, though no one really knew much about her. You're better off not knowing, she's unpleasant. Her features were doll-like, with perfect skin complemented by that adorable outfit. She was cheek-pinchingly cute at first glance, but beneath the surface, she was ruthless and cruel. And bratty, don't forget bratty. Our server is Waldo Mizuki, Magari's butler. Intelligence indeed, Aiko Niwa. Very, very impressive that you even know about Waldo. You know, I didn't actually recognize him when I saw his name presented. What just unplugged and replugged itself? I wonder if I should be concerned. Anyway, as I was saying, I didn't actually recognize Waldo, or rather his name and all that stuff. I just simply said hello once I saw the name, because, you know, I like to be polite. But yeah, it's actually that Waldo. That one Waldo I only saw once in that other EX chapter. Interesting though that wait a minute. Yeah, he's taking orders, so he works here apparently. She cackled and pulled over a chair from a nearby table. And suddenly, she was now sitting with us, like we were old friends catching up. What's the meaning of this? Why are you even here? Because I own this place. So wait, is this like a restaurant exclusive to members of Martaba's tomb or something? Well, for the most part. Well, actually no, it wouldn't really have to be, because, I mean, this place is packed. I mean, can't be that many members of your little cult. What? You lie! I don't lie. Or at least, I'm not lying right now. Nice save. Aiko, you knew this would happen when you brought us here, didn't you? I gave her the stinkiest stink eye I could manage, but she just shrugged her shoulders nonchalantly. I had an inkling, yes. What are you plotting?
何も企んでなんていなくてよ。
Why would I be plotting anything? You know, I believe that your intentions were fairly benign this time, but now even I'm beginning to wonder what you're plotting.
嘘をつかないで。ここがあの子の店だと知っていたら、わざわざ来たりなんか。
Because if we'd known this place belonged to her, we wouldn't have come. So spit it out.
あら、だってカフェホルタースのオーナーについてなんて誰も聞かなかったじゃない？
So demanding. None of you asked who the owner of Cafe Horthath was, however, did you?
そんなの聞かなくたって言ってくださいよ。
That doesn't matter. You could have still said something. Sayaka puffed up her cheeks and stared at Aiko.
まあ、今のところ誰よりも関わりたくない子よね。水木さんは。
Mizuki is seriously the last person we need to get involved with right now. I previously found myself butting heads with Mizuki over supernatural matters. Oh yeah, that's right. You two have that rivalry going on, don't you? And naturally, Sayaka had gone pulled into the fray as well. But strangely, so had Aiko. Yet now, all of a sudden, Aiko had invited us to a cafe owned by Mizuki, which suggested to me that she had some nefarious plan in mind.
カフェのオーナーなんて水木さんはお金持ちなんだね。
If you're the owner of this place, Mizuki, then I guess that must mean you're pretty rich, huh? Inumaru, naturally again, was the only one of us totally out of the loop about her. He thought nothing of making small talk with someone he, presumably, only saw as a classmate.
別にこれくらい普通でしょう。っていうか、あなた誰だって？
Not really. This isn't anything special. Oh, who are you again?
犬丸春之。さやかの前世からの恋人だと覚えてくれれば問題ないよ。
Haruki Inumaru. You can think of me as Sayaka's lover from a past life. That'll tell you everything you need to know.
へえ、前世からの。
Oh, from a past life, huh?
そう、前世からの。なんせさやかと俺の小指は赤い糸でぐるぐるにつながっているんだ。
Yup, that's right. You can tell because our pinkies are bound together by the red string of fate. I feel an insult incoming.
あなた面白い。
You're pretty funny.
水木さん、この犬コラは虚言癖の塊だから全スルー推奨で。
Mizuki, you shouldn't believe a word this lying dog tells you. You're better off just ignoring him.
本当のこと言ってると思うわ。私が言うんだから間違いない。
I don't know. His story seems pretty genuine to me. And I'm pretty good at judging these things. Mizuki smiled brightly. It was hard to tell whether she was serious or just trying to mess with Sayaka. The look in her eyes was plainly that of an evil mastermind. Yet her smile was absolutely perfect and beautiful in every way, which somehow made it all the more unsettling.
ところで、なぜあなたは勝手に同席しているの？
So, why are you sitting with us again?
だって、私もみんなとお友達になりたいもん。
Because I was hoping we could be friends. Friends don't go around trying to kill each other, you know. Just saying.
私たちあんなことをしておいて、よくもそんな。
After what you did to us? How dare you?
やだ。私だけ仲間外れなの。クラスメートなのに。そういうのっていじめって言うんでしょ。ひどいな。
What? Oh dear, am I being shunned? Your own classmate, cruelly excluded from your clique? That's a form of bullying, you know. So is try and chop off people's heads with giant scythes.
そういうつもりじゃなくて、ただ私は。
Although, to be fair, I think that does definitely go a bit beyond just plain bullying. I didn't mean it that way. I just...
つもりじゃないってことは、悪意なきいじめなの。やだ。そっちのがよっぽどタチ悪い。そりゃかってそんな子だっけ？
You just what? You bullied me for the hell of it? I'd be stupid enough to try. For no other reason than your own amusement? That's even worse. I had no idea you were that kind of person, Sayaka. Sayaka's cheeks swelled up, bit by bit. It almost looked like you could prick them with a pin, and they'd pop wide open.
Sayaka, こらえて。
Bear with it, Sayaka.
でもナホさん。
Naho!
私も彼女はいけすかないから気持ちはわかるけれど。
I don't like her any more than you do, believe me.
彼女はあなたたちのクラスメートなのよね。それならあんまり邪険にしてはかわいそうよ。
She is your classmate, though, is she not? In which case, it does seem a bit pitiable for her to get excluded. Nobody wants to have a scythe-wielding maniac in their clique, unless you're into chopping people's heads off. Just saying.
愛子さんは話がわかるみたいね。
Seems you've got a good head on your shoulders after all, Aiko.
愛子、あなたどっちの味方なの？
Whose side are you on?
そんなの決まっているでしょ。愚問だわ。
That should be obvious. You needn't even ask.
私はより私のためになりそうな事柄の味方よ。マガリさんと仲良くしておけば礼具関係の話が聞けるかもしれないでしょ。
I'm on the side that'll benefit me the most. And if Magari and I have a good relationship with one another, I might just be able to hear a little more about her spirit items.
何より誰かを仲間外れにして飲むお茶はあまり美味しくないでしょうしね。
Besides which, I've always felt that tea never tastes quite as sweet after you've ousted someone from the table.
そうそう。愛子さんの言う通り。
Yes, yes. It's all just as Aiko says.
なんでみんなそんなに仲が悪そうなんだい？
Why are you all being so unfriendly toward one another? Gee, I don't know, Inumaru. It could be that maybe they don't have the best relationship with one another. Inumaru was clueless, and it would take far too long to explain the situation to him. So I figured it was easier just to ignore him completely. I looked everyone else square in the eye for a second, though, ultimately settling on Sayaka. She was in tears.
さやかが泣くほど嫌がっているなら答えは一つよね。
If Sayaka is seriously crying, there's no turning back. I have to stand my ground here.
やっぱり水木さんには遠慮してもらう。
I'm sorry, Mizuki, but I really think we're going to have to insist you not join us at our table.
オーナーのお願いを断るってことはさ、バナナオムレットはいらないってことでファイナルアンサーって意味になるのよ。
That's your final answer, then. I hope you're sure about this. Refusing the owner's favor means no banana omelet, you know.
さやかのシフォンケーキ食べさせてあげない。いいの？
And Sayaka doesn't get to eat her scrumptious chiffon cake either. Can you live with that?
ついでに
Stand
他
firm,
の二人
ladies.
が注文したものも全部キャンセル。
I'll be forced to cancel the orders from your other two guests as well, naturally.
ねえ？でもこんなにお腹が空いてるのに？
What? But I'm so hungry! Oh yeah, that's right, you gotta appease the spirit. Almost forgot about that.
そんなの知らない。
Oh well, swallow your pride for now.
外でチープなジャンクフードでも詰め込めばいいじゃん。
You think I care? If you're that hungry, go shove some cheap-ass junk food down your face hole outside.
卑怯よ、水木さん。
That's a dick move, Mizuki. I think she knows, but she doesn't care. I didn't want to be this confrontational, but I didn't see that I had much choice. Besides which, it really was a dick move. We came all the way here, but because we weren't sucking up to the owner, we had to leave without eating anything? That's just unprofessional. It shouldn't have even been an option. Yes, I would agree with you, but you do have some pretty unique circumstances that you're dealing with right now.
わかった。 あなたの同席は許してもいいけれど。
Fine. You want to sit with us? You can sit with us.
本
Really now?
当？ただし条件があるわ。
But only on one condition. I wanted to eat those supposedly legendary sweets. But Sayaka was too near and too dear for me to just let this go on Mizuki's terms. So I decided to do some bargaining.
あなたが私たちの神経を逆なでするようなおかしなことをしでかさないと約束するのなら許可してもいい。
If you can promise you won't do anything to get under our skin, then fine. We'll allow you to sit with us. That means no using the scythe to get under their skin either, by decapitation. Mizuki's eyes widened and a grin crept across her face.
おかしなことって例えばこういう
You mean something like this? What are you doing? She moved faster than my eyes could see. Suddenly, she had my arm and was pulling me in close. And then, before I knew it, I was feeling a continuous warm and squishy sensation on my cheek. Hold your breath. You're probably gonna need it. ああ、Naho's cheek. Her cheek.
まあお熱いこと。
My, how passionate.
すごいなあ。最近の女子ってほっぺにチューのスキンシップくらい普通のことなの？
Oh, I thought it was something that involved bosoms again. That's really something. Is it normal for girls today to kiss each other on the cheek?
さやか？
Sayaka?
さやかちゃんたら刺激の強い場面を目撃して言葉が出ないのかしらね。
Has the shock of this public display rendered you speechless, Sayaka? Look at her, she's trembling.
メロハーンも飛び出さないなんて本当にショックなのね。かわいそうに。
Personally, I'm shocked you haven't told us that you're melting yet. Good point. You poor thing.
それにしてもあなたたちはいつまでそうしているのかしら。
Though really, how long are you two planning to stay like that? This was around when I finally came back to my senses. Instead of just a simple peck on the cheek, Mizuki had been sucking my skin this entire time. Oh man, that is passionate. And now that this realization had finally dawned on me, I immediately pushed her away.
何をしているの？離れて。
The hell are you doing? Sucking skin. Get away from me. Like I said a long time ago, a very interesting relationship that these two have.
何をするの？
Gah!
さえのきさんのほっぺ美味しそうだったから味見。
Your cheek just looked so delicious. I simply had to have a taste. Finally distanced from my cheek, she glared ferociously at me, seemingly sizing me up to determine whether or not I was worthy of remaining in her establishment. Evidently, I passed a test, as she finally raised her arm into the air and snapped her fingers, signaling her butler.
バルド、持ってきて。
Bring them here, Waldo.
かしこまりました。
Yes, ma'am. On Mizuki's command, the butler-cum-server arrived with a literal wagon full of sweets. Mizuki stood up, still smiling gleefully, as various plates and teacups were neatly, almost ceremoniously placed in front of each of us.
うわー、美味し しそう。
Whoa, they all look amazing!
食べていいかな。俺は限界なんだけど。
Is it really okay to start eating? I don't think I can wait any longer.
どうぞ召し上がれ。カフェホルタースのスイーツは皆様に極上のひとときを提供するわよ。
Please go ahead. I give you my personal guarantee that the sweets here at Cafe Hortath will provide you with the ultimate sugary escape. You know what? I'm gonna look up that name real fast. I'm just dying to know if it's based on anything. Hortath. Okay, the only thing that's really standing out to me here when I look up the name Hortath is it's part of the name of a great old one from H.P. Lovecraft's Cthulhu mythos, namely Nath Hortath, one of the great old ones, god of valor and vengeance. So, an H.P. Lovecraft reference then, huh?
いただきます。
Sweet! Inumaru wasted no time digging into dish after dish, barely stopping to chew his food before shoveling another forkful in his mouth. Possessed or no, it was a terrifying sight to behold.
うまいよ、みずきさん。
This is incredible. Just incredible, Mizuki.
お口に合ったようで何より。
I'm glad to hear it suits your taste.
他のみんなもさあ食べて食べて。
Now come on, everyone. Dig in. Dig in.
さえのきさんには特別に私の手で食べさせてあげようか。
Ah, Sainoki, would you like me to feed you? Everybody's after you today, Naho.
結構よ。
What? No, I'm quite alright.
遠慮しないでよ。親友同士ならそれくらい普通にやるものでしょ。
No need to be so modest. We're bestest buddies, aren't we? And what's a little spoon feeding between besties?
そもそも前提がおかしいわ。
Whoa, back it up a sec there.
いつ誰があなたと親友になったのよ。
Since when have we been bestest buddies?
まあ、ナホちゃんったらまた親友候補を作ったの？モテるのね。親友の一人としては心配だわ。
What's that? Has Naho made herself another best friend? Your popularity truly is staggering, you know. And apparently so is her sex appeal. Because she's just getting all the lustful attention right now. Except for Inumaru, who's, well, focused only on Sayaka, and for the ghost girl, who's only focused on sweet foods. As your best friend myself, though, it does concern me a bit. Oh yeah, and of course you too, Aiko.
アイコ、あなたとも親友になったつもりはないわよ。
That's not why I call you either, Aiko.
照れ隠しが上手なのね、ナホちゃんったら。
You hide your embarrassment so very skillfully, Naho.
別に照れてなんか。
What embarrassment?
ああ、そっか。さえのきさんのそういう態度って照れ隠しなんだ。ポーカーフェイスだからわかんなかったわ。
Oh yes, play it off like usual. I know how shy you are deep down. You have a good poker face though, so it took me quite a while to figure you out.
ああ、もう否定するのも面倒になってきた。
You know, this is starting to get kind of old. I had a splitting headache at this point, and I could think of no better cure for it than vast quantities of sugar. I took my knife and fork and cut off a big piece of my banana omelet, shoving it in my mouth and, well, swishing it around a little to savor it. Mm.
すごい。こんなに美味しいスイーツ初めてかもしれない。
Amazing. This may be the finest dessert I've ever had. The sweetness of the soft sponge cake and the richness of the cream melted together in my mouth to create a veritable symphony of flavor. And mixed in with it was the bittersweet banana itself, the crown atop this royal treat.
どうしよう。手が止まらない。
What do I do? My hands won't stop.
でしょ
Right. Surprisingly, Mizuki's expression had changed to something altogether more innocent than before, as she delightedly ingested spoonfuls of sweet confection. Hers was a parfait topped with a cavalcade of grapes.
我ながら美味しい。マガリちゃん、天才。
This is so delicious. I truly am a genius.
あなたが作ったわけじゃないでしょ。
It's not like you're the one who made it, though. Maybe what she's saying is that she came up with the recipe, in which case, well, how about that? Apparently you got some hidden talents besides murdering people. I held my tongue. Better not stir the pot right now. To help keep me quiet, I shoveled another piece of omelet into my mouth.
本当に美味しい。これは予約必須のお店になるだけあるわ。
I really can't deny the quality of this food. This place definitely warrants its reservation-only nature. Stick some in my mouth, I'll be the judge of that. My dessert was basically flawless. And though I was very, very full, I just couldn't stop going back for more.
こういうのも一回くらいは悪くないかもね。
Hehe. Every now and again, this really isn't so bad, is it?
お茶とスイーツをお供にして友達と放課後を過ごすの新鮮だわ。私いっつも一緒にいるのはバルトだけだから。
Spending time with friends after school, indulging in tea and sweets. I don't know, I think Aiko has more claim to be called a friend of these guys than you do, Magari. It's kind of a new experience for me. Usually the only person I can count on to be there for me is Waldo.
そう。
Oh.
楽しいからこの席はおごってあげる。みんなどんどん食べてね。
But I'm really having fun here, so everything's on me. Meaning, you'd better not hold back.
ごちそうさま。
Thank you very much.
それじゃあお言葉に甘えて。
Well, okay, if you're sure. I have to admit, this caught me off guard. I never expected someone like Mizuki to be so amiable. I forked another omelet piece into my mouth, feeling cautiously triumphant. Soon enough, I was not only beyond sated, but happy as well. Looking around, the others seemed to be in high spirits as well. Except for... Okay, Naho, I think the only thing that will cheer her up is if you stick something in her mouth. Get to it. Chop chop! Sayaka, who still hadn't even picked up her fork.
さやか、どうしたの？
Sayaka, what's wrong?
納得いかない。
I can't just accept this. Huh?
ナホちゃんの一番の親友は私だよね。
I'm your number one bestest friend of them all, Naho, aren't I? Yeah. Startled by the question, I made the mistake of hesitating in my answer. It wasn't a lie. All anyone had to do was watch the two of us in action, and it was obvious we were as close as friends could be. But Sayaka saw my hesitation as a clear indicator that I was lying. She took it as an implied no, and her self-confidence suddenly fell through the floor. You gotta be quick about how you answer this shit, man.
一番じゃなかったら私ナホちゃんの何番目なのかな。
If I'm not number one, then what place am I? 2?
違うのさやか、誤解しないで。もちろん私の一番の親友はさやかよ。そうに決まってるじゃない。
No, Sayaka, you're absolutely my number one. Honest. I mean, there's not even any contest. You have nothing to worry about.
本
Really?
当？本当よ。
Really?
だからほら、泣かないで。
So come on. Don't cry.
泣いてないもん。
I'm not crying. I guess she got me there. She wasn't crying, but she looked like a volcano about to erupt. She continued to study my expression for a while, with her vaguely watery saucer eyes.
それじゃあ、次のオフは一緒に猫カフェに行ってくれる？
So, on your next day off, can we go to a cat cafe together?
ええ、もちろん。そんなことでよければ、いくらでも。
Yes, of course. If that's what you want, we can go to all the cat cafes together.
猫カフェに行く前にお揃いの服を買ってその場で着てくれる？
Before that, though, can we go buy matching clothes so we can wear them there together? Huh?
ペアルックで遊んでくれるよね。一番の親友だもんね。
We can go as a pair, right? Because I'm your number one friend. Right? Well, I would argue that your school uniforms are plain matching enough. Why not just go in those?
人目につかないところならなんとか可能かもしれないけど、猫カフェはちょっと。
I guess it'd be okay if it were someplace without a lot of people, but to a cat cafe?
お揃い嫌なんだ。
You don't want us to match.
そんなことないわ、さやか。わかった。お揃いにしましょう。ペアルックもたまにはいいかもしれないしね。
No, I didn't say that, Sayaka. Okay, you know what? Let's do it. We'll go in matching clothes. Dressing as a pair might be kind of a fun change of pace.
アイコさんにやってもらってた。猫カフェで私ともやってくれる？
Also, will you open up and say ah for me there, like you did with Aiko? We're going a wee bit past the friendship territory, but, well, what do you say, Naho? Huh? This time I was kind of at a loss for words.
猫カフェなんて人目の多いところでペアルックでさらに
Going as a pair to a popular place like a cat cafe, and getting fed by her on top of that, it's just
何？どういうこと？
scandalous.
アイコさんがさえのきさんにしたの？
What do you mean by that? Did you really do that with Sainoki, Aiko?
そうね。ここに来る前に教室でそんなこともした気がするけれど、でももう済んだ話だと思っていたわ。
Oh yes, in the classroom just before coming here. But I put that whole incident behind me at this point. I don't believe you, Aiko. Also, I imagine that this is not gonna bode well with Magari here, who was, well, frankly hungry for Naho's skin.
さやかちゃんたらそんなに根に持たなくたっていいのに。
I very mumuch hope you don't hold a grudge against me for it, Sayaka.
アイコさんがやったんなら私もしたい。さえのきさん、ちょっと口開けて。
If Aiko was able to do it, then I want to do it too. Sainoki, open your mouth for a sec.
ダメ！これ以上ナホちゃんにちょっかい出そうって言うなら私を倒してからにして。
No! If you're going to lay a finger on Naho from this point on, you're going to have to go through me first!
いいの？
Uh-huh. You sure that's what you want?
待って。
Hold
話
it.
がややこしくなるから、さやか以外は黙っていてもらえると助かるんだけど。
We're just going in circles here, so everybody who's not Sayaka, please shut your mouth. Sayaka and Misaki looked like they were about to face off in epic combat. So I decided enough was enough and stepped in to put a stop to it. Good thing too, because Sayaka wouldn't stand a chance. And in doing so, I realized that the other customers in the establishment had fallen silent as well, and were all staring at us. She didn't mean you guys too. It wasn't as much a surprise as it probably should have been, though, given how loud we were being.
さやか、少し落ち着きましょう。ね。
You need to calm down, Sayaka, okay?
落ち着いてるよ。
I am calm!
いいえ、今あなたは頭に血が上っている。ケーキでも食べて落ち着いて。ほら、美味しそうじゃない。
No, you're not. I can tell you're losing your cool. How about you eat some cake to soothe your nerves? See? Doesn't this look good? I tried to divert her focus to one of the cheapened cakes we'd received, but Sayaka just kept her gaze firmly glued to mine. Then, she leaned in toward me, the spark of an idea flashing across her face. Brace yourself!
なんか嫌なら水木さんみたいにほっぺチューがしたい。
If you don't want to open up and say, ah, then I want to kiss you on the cheek, like Mizuki did. That's even worse! Oh dear.
ね、なほちゃん、していいでしょ？
Come on, Naho. That should be fine, right? I wonder how more direct Sayaka has to be before Naho just eventually comes to terms with the fact that Sayaka really wants her loins. Sayaka approached me quickly, and I instinctively shrank back into my chair a bit.
さやか、お願いだから落ち着いて。
Sayaka, please, get a hold of yourself.
落ち着いてる。なほたんのほっぺは私が消毒してあげる。
I am. And I'm going to disinfect my dear Naho's cheek by sucking up the remnants of Magari's saliva off her cheek and replacing it with your own. That's not how disinfecting works, Sayaka.
何それ。聞き捨てならないわね。私の唇にケチつけるの？あんたにもチューするわよ。
What was that? Oh, no, no, no! Are you implying my lips are anything but pure and perfect? I would say it's a definite fact, but, well... I feel like keeping my head on my shoulders. For now. Maybe in 5 minutes I'll change my mind. Do you need me to kiss you too, to prove it?
私はナホタン以外とはチューしないもん。だからナホタンも私以外とはダメ。
I will not kiss anyone but Naho. And Naho can't kiss anyone but me!
さやか、そういうことは大声で叫ばないで。
Sayaka, please. Quiet down.
だって。
But Naho!
ならこうしましょう。全員がナホちゃんにあんをしてほっぺにキスをすればいいのよ。
I believe I have a solution to this dilemma. How about each one of us in turn feeds her and kisses her on the cheek? I wonder how the rest of the restaurant customers are going to feel about that.
そうすれば不公平じゃなくなるでしょ。
Then we'll all be on the same page, you see.
何ですのよ、アイコ。
What is wrong with you, Aiko?
そうですよ、アイコさん。それじゃ意味ないです。
Yeah, if we all do it, then what's the point anymore?
でもさやかちゃん、よく考えてみて。
Well, think about it,
あな
Sayaka.
たが今悲しい思いをしているのは、私やマガリさんがナホちゃんにちょっかいを出したのに、あなただけが出せていないことが原因でしょ。
The reason you're depressed right now is because Magari and I were able to flirt with Naho in ways that you weren't, right?
そうですけど。
Well, yeah, but...
でもね、私もマガリさんだけがナホちゃんにキスをしているのはどうかと思うし、マガリさんもナホちゃんにあんがしたいはずなのよ。
And meanwhile, I'm depressed because Magari was able to kiss her. And Magari is depressed because I was able to feed her. You know, at this point, I'm really starting to think that you kind of want a bit more than just friends, Aiko. Not that there's anything wrong with that.
だから全員がナホちゃんにやっていないことを行って、ひとまず不公平感をなくせばいいと思うの。
So if each of us do to Naho now that which we haven't done before, we'll have each both kissed and fed her, and the slate will be wiped clean.
そうしたらナホちゃんに特別なことをしたっていう立ち位置の人がいなくなって平和が訪れるはずよ。
And once we've all experienced joys of intimately flirting with Naho in these two separate ways, peace will finally return to this cafe. Why not the whole world? Why not just display it for everybody to see? That might just stop war of the world over. Or it won't. And life will continue on. But I mean, hey. There's clearly something magical going on here, and I want to see just how far we can take it. Wow, that's brilliant.
私は血みどろ骨肉の争いを繰り広げてもいいんだけど。
Really? I'm totally okay fighting you guys in cold blood over this if I have to, you know. You sound disappointed about not fighting people in cold blood.
でもマガリさん、友人同士は時にこうやってお互いが譲歩し合うことで絆が強くなるものらしいのよ。
But Magari, occasional compromises are a staple among friends that help make the bonds of friendship stronger. Or so I hear.
そうなの？
Seriously? This entire conversation was raising a lot of questions for me. And not just the obvious ones. Mizuki barely even seemed to know what the word compromise meant. And Aiko seemed to be basing her understanding of it entirely on hearsay. Was it really possible that neither of them had ever actually compromised on something before? Yeah, I can believe it.
どんな生活を送ってきたのよ。
What kind of life have these two been living? For Magari, pampered. For Aiko, just plain lonely. Ignoring Kuon, of course.
だから、さやかちゃん、あなたはナホちゃんにあんをして、ほっぺにキスをしてもいいわ。
So Sayaka, you'll get to feed Naho and kiss her on the cheek.
その代わり、私もナホちゃんのほっぺにキスをするわね。
In exchange, I'll get to kiss Naho on the cheek myself. Okay, so here's the question I have. Are you all gonna kiss Naho on the cheek like Magari did? Because that could definitely raise a few eyebrows among the rest of the customers.
そしてマガリさんはナホちゃんにあんをする。これで全員平等。一件落着ね。
And Magari will get to feed her. That should make everything equal, and then voila! Case closed, right?
なんでそうなるのよ。
Why me? Again, apparently you have strong sex appeal. That's the only thing I can think about. I can think of. Otherwise, you're just cursed. Or maybe blessed. Depends on how you look at it.
ことなんだ。今日は友達記念日ってことで特別だよ。
Fine.
それで譲歩してあげる。
Today's the day I made new friends, so I guess I'll try this compromise thing. But this is a one-time only deal.
わかった。私も愛子さんの意見に乗る。
Okay, I'll go along with this. Brace yourself, Aiko.
さやかまで何を言っているの？
Did I say Aiko? I meant Naho. Not you too, Sayaka.
みんなナホちゃんの特別になりたいけど我慢してるんだもんね。大丈夫。私も我慢できるよ。
Everybody wants to be that special someone for you, Naho, but we're all holding back. Still, if I need to sit back and watch others flirt with you, I can do that. For the greater good! Of what, your loins?
さやか、聞いてる？
Are you hearing yourself, Sayaka?
それじゃあナホちゃん、よろしくお願いします。
Alright, Naho. Ready or not, here I come! Sayaka stood up from her seat and grasped my shoulders with both hands. She had a serious, solemn look in her eyes.
さやか、
Sayaka?
まずはほっぺチューするね。その後あんしよう。
I'm going to start with a kiss on the cheek. And after that, I want you to open up and say, ah, for me?
次は私の番ね。さやかちゃんの後ろに並んでおこうかしら。
I'm next then. I should stand in line behind Sayaka.
私も。後が疲れてるんだから、 さやかは早くしてよね。
Me too. Make sure you don't take too long, though, Sayaka. Remember, there are other customers waiting. I bet all the customers are just sitting here looking at all this, just thinking to themselves, "What the hell have we just stumbled into? I just wanted some sweet food that I probably waited a whole year for." Although, I guess it'd be unfair to assume that all the other customers wouldn't enjoy the show. Aiko and Mizuki rose from their seats and queued up behind Sayaka. The actual other customers looked very uncomfortable. They were half watching, half intentionally averting their eyes, and seemingly uncertain which approach was more proper. Thank you for this treat! Sayaka's face slowly approached mine. Look at her, she's just sliding right over. That's kind of cute. It was only a kiss on the cheek, but her expression was that of a microsurgeon focusing on a patient. It made me extremely, inexplicably nervous.
待って、私にも心の準備が。
Wait, I need time to prepare. But I wasn't going to get any. Sayaka was about to bring it in for her landing, and there was no stopping her now.
来るなら、はい。
Fine. You're going to do this. Just do it. Like a warrior preparing to go into battle, I tightly closed my eyes and awaited my destiny.
Oh!
You know, I was wondering why you were being so quiet. What is it, Inumaru? Ah! Inumaru's sudden, unexpected exclamation caused me to jump. It seemed to pause Sayaka's advance as well. When I opened my eyes, I could see that Sayaka was not at all happy with her childhood friend.
何よ、犬丸。今いいところなのに。
What the hell, Inumaru? This was my moment!
助かった。
Saved by the yell. I breathed a breathless sigh of relief and turned to face Inumaru. He'd been eating his mountain of sweets in silence this whole time, but was now pointing outside the window.
あそこ!
Over there! We each followed his finger to the sky. Dyed the setting sun, the heavens above were a beautiful shade of crimson-infused purple. And there, right where he was pointing, we could see a small distortion in the air.
あれは。
That's...
うん。
Yeah.
スイーツが美味しかったみたいで、成仏するって。
Yeah. Apparently the sweets were so good she's passing on. Well... Mission accomplished. We'd completely forgotten about the spirit girl with the weak aura. She had an enormous grin on her face and met our gazes with a courteous bow, then disappeared into the sunset. As we left the cafe, the sun was only just peeking out over the distant horizon, growing smaller and dimmer by the moment. We never did find out which particular confection was the one that brought eternal rest to the little girl, but that also wasn't important. All that mattered was she'd moved on.
それじゃあ水木さん、今日はごちそうさま。どれもとっても美味しかった。
Well, Mizuki, thank you for the food today. Everything was absolutely delicious.
どういたしまして。
You're very welcome.
お腹いっぱいになったわ。こんなに甘いものばかり食べたら私もプニプニお腹になっちゃうかしら。
I'm fit to burst right now. If I indulged in sweets like that every day, I'd fill out like a beach ball.
しばらく甘いものは控えなくちゃかも。
I should probably give up sugary foods for a while. I agree.
でも、また食べたくなるくらい美味しかったよ。
Because I mean, after all, even if you don't gain any serious weight from it, you also gotta worry about things like diabetes. For me, it was all so delicious. I'd eat more anytime.
予約は1年きっかり埋まってるから、すぐの来店は無理でしょうね。
Reservations are booked a full year in advance, though, so you won't be able to get back in for a while.
そんな。
That sucks.
この子が成仏しちゃうくらい美味しいお店なのに。
So tasty, it can even pacify spirits.
そんなに褒められると悪い気しないな。私の権力で予約をねじ込んであげてもいいよ。
You better watch out. Praise like that will go to my head. I can probably use my influence to sneak in another reservation for you sometime if you want.
本当？
Really?
その代わり。
Really?
はい、チーズ。
All I ask in return is... Say cheese! Huh? Mizuki's phone produced a sudden flash. And before I knew it, my picture had been taken.
何？どういうつもり？
What? What are you doing?
今日の記念よ。いいでしょ？
Commemorating the day's events. Nothing wrong with that, right? She spun her phone around to show me the screen. My face instantly turned red hot. It was a candid shot of me reacting to the sudden flash with a look of total confusion on my face. And it was apparently now her wallpaper.
こんな間抜け顔。
What kind of expression even is that? Probably like a deer in the headlights, if I had to guess.
ずるい！ナホタン、私も撮らせて！
Hey, that's no fair. I want a picture of you too, Naho. Come on, let me take one. You have a phone of your own, don't you? Want a camera? Use that. Yeah.
充電切れてる。
The battery's dead. Never mind.
さやかついてない。
Luck is just not on your side today, Sayaka.
いいもん、明日にするから。
That's okay. I'll just take one tomorrow.
でも今日の思い出は今日しか残せないものよ。
But as a memento of today's event, events has to come from today, doesn't it?
さやか、代わりに俺の携帯で撮っておこうか？もちろん俺の携帯はさやかしか映さないから撮影対象はさやかだけど。
Sayaka, would you like me to take my phone instead? Naturally, it would have to be a picture of just you, since my phone has eyes for no one else, but still, that's why you never showed up in the photo, huh? You know, I did briefly silently wonder if Aiko treasured Inumaru to an extent too. Why wasn't he in that photo that she had on her desk? But then now I guess this could explain it. Probably because he was the one who took the picture.
それじゃ意味ないでしょ。
There'd be no point in that
そ
then.
んなことないよ。俺が幸せになるよ。
That's not true. I'd be happy.
あんたの幸せなんてどうでもいいし。
I don't give a crap about your happiness. How heartless, Sayaka. Just kidding.
冷たい。
That's so cold. Yes, it is. Brrr.
もう肝心な時になんて。
Oh, how could this happen at such an important moment? She put away her phone in disappointment, defeated and forlorn. This seemed to have been an oddly rough day for her.
これ以上水木さんといたらさやかによくなさそうね。
I don't think it'd be good for Sayaka to spend much more time with Mizuki today.
それじゃあそろそろ帰りましょう。水木さん、またね。
Well, I guess we'll be heading back now. See you around, Mizuki.
バイバイ。
Bye-bye! Mizuki waved her hand in an exaggerated motion, then slinked back into the cafe.
なんだかどっと疲れたわ。
An exhausting day.
同じく。
No fooling.
そう？俺は放課後をさやかと過ごせてとっても楽しかったけどな。
You think? I had a lot of fun spending all my afternoon school hours with you, Sayaka.
犬はお気楽でいいわよね。
Dogs live such easy lives, don't they? Sayaka's silently implied "I'm done with you" elicited a wry smile from me. She was clearly too tired to care how her words came across. I actually felt kind of bad for Inumaru, but I couldn't help appreciating Sayaka's current state of mind. Maybe we're just a tad more simpatico than I'd given us credit for. I need to keep a dictionary with me. I swear.
私も結構楽しかったのだけど、ナホちゃんとさやかちゃんは違うのね。
I had a lot of fun, but it seems like you two weren't quite as entertained. How unfortunate.
新しいレイグを手に入れたわけでもないのに楽しかったの？
Wow. Even without getting your hands on any new spirit items, you still managed to have a good time.
悪くはなかったわ。
Certainly not a bad one.
低級霊がいたり、マガリさんに引っかき回されたこともあったけど、親しい人たちとお茶をして放課後を過ごすのは初めてだったもの。
Low-level spirits and goading from Magari aside, I was able to spend my after-school hours with close friends. And that's something of a first for me.
アイコさん、こういう風に放課後を過ごしたことなかったんですか？
What? You seriously never spent time with friends after school before, Aiko?
ええ、そうなの。
I have not. That's kind of
で
sad.
もアイコさん、そんなに美少女なのにどうして？
But Aiko, you're so pretty. How can that be? Again, probably because she's just not good with expressing her true feelings on things, so a lot of people can be turned off by that sort of thing. Sayaka's compliment was met with a slight smile. Though it could have just as easily been a pained smile, for all I know, since I'm sure this was dredging up some memories Aiko would have rather not thought about. Sayaka's comment definitely came from a place of pure innocence, however. In her mind, cute girls always drink tea and spend time with their friends after school. It's only natural.
私は普段情報収集で忙しいから、放課後こうして遊ぼうとすることがそもそもないのよ。
I'm usually busy gathering information, and it doesn't leave me much time to socialize after classes.
それに、霊が見えない一般人と積極的に関わる気も起きないし。
I also rarely come in contact with common folk who can't see spirits. What? Sayaka stopped dead in her tracks. This seemed to shock her a lot more than it should have. Her expression was almost cartoonish. Aiko looked back at her quizzically, tilting her head a bit.
あら、そんなにおかしなことを言ったかしら。
My, did I say something strange?
わかりました、アイコさん。私たち、今日から友達です。
No. No, I get it now. Aiko, as of today, we're friends.
え？
Huh?
ねえ、ナホちゃん、いいでしょ？アイコさんは私たちの友達。
You're okay with that, right, Naho? We'll both be friends with her.
まあ。
Sure. Given my long, turbulent history of Aiko, I wasn't really sold on the idea of counting her among my friends now. And my response wasn't exactly brimming with positivity, but I was kind of put on the spot, so I think it was as fair a response as could be expected. I didn't want to upset Sayaka after all. But the question was, how would Aiko react to this?
私がナホちゃんやさやかちゃんと友達になるの？
I'm going to be friends with both of you then.
ダメですか？
That's right. What do you say?
でも私、ご存知の通りとても性格が悪いのよ。
But I'm not exactly friend material, am I?
さやかがいいって言ってるんだから、いいんじゃないの？
Sayaka says it's okay, so why not just roll with it?
友達だと思えば、もう少し私たちに対するあなたの態度も変わるかもしれないし。
If you can think of us as friends, I'm betting your attitude toward us might change a little too.
それはどうかしら。
We'll see about that. A decidedly dubious statement to make, but she didn't seem to even realize how it might have come across.
私とあなたたちが友達ね。くすぐったいわね。友達。
So we're actually friends now. That word kind of tickles the tongue, doesn't it? Friends. Friends. This is kind of endearing.
友達ってそう何度も連呼しないで。恥ずかしいでしょ。
Stop saying the word friends. It's embarrassing.
はいはい。俺は？俺もここにいるよ。
Excuse me? What about me? I'm still here, you know. Pure, total, unbridled rejection in 3, 2.
これは女同士の友情なんだから、男はお呼びじゃないの。
We're discussing a friendship among girls. We have no need for boys.
つまりさやかは、俺に女の子の友達がいたら焼いてしまうから、庭さんとは知事以上にはなるなと、そう言いたいんだね。
In other words, you'll be jealous if I have other female friends, so you'd rather Niwa and I remain as acquaintances. Is that the gist of it? Rejection denied.
ほんとあんたってうざい。
You are really getting on my nerves. Rejection reinforced. Sayaka's explosive punches were flying pretty furiously today, it seemed. Staring down at the now KO'd Inumaru, she suddenly lit up with the bright smile I'd seen from her since leaving the cafe.
さて、ここで提案があります。今日の記念にみんなでプリシャを取るっていうのはどうでしょう？
Now then, I have a proposal. In memory of today's newly built friendship, how about we get ourselves some sticker photos? Okay, then. Duh, they were sticker photos. You wouldn't get them from cell phone pictures. I'm an idiot. Forgetful idiot. And this would also explain why Inumaru wasn't present. He was just KO'd on the street somewhere, in front of a cafe. Along a bustling street nearby, we found an arcade with a nice, shiny row of sticker photo booths inside. I suspected Sayaka may have chosen this particular arcade for a very specific reason, however. As there was a large sign by a door which read, "No men allowed."
ってことで、Inumaru、男子禁制だからここで待ってて。
Well, that and also being barred entry, even if he did wake up in time to try and get there. Aw, tough break, Inumaru. Guys can't go in, so you have to wait for us.
いや、ちょっと待って、よく見ようよ。
What? Wait, hold on. There's fine print, see?
女性が一緒の場合は男性も立ち入り OK ですって、ほら、ここに書いてあるよ。
It says men are allowed when accompanied by women. Look, it's written right here.
じゃあ、Nahoちゃん、Aikoさん、行こっか。
Come on, Naho. Aiko, let's go. Poor Inumaru. We left Inumaru at the entrance, despite his attempts to follow us inside, and we head straight for the sticker photo booths.
ちょっと、かわいそうじゃない？
You don't feel a little bad for the poor guy?
いいの。Inumaruも入れてプリシャなんて取ったら何に使われるか分かったもんじゃないもの。
Nah. If Inumaru were in the shot, who knows what he'd do with those stickers?
一理あるわね。
That's a good point, actually. Aiko provided no argument either, so we all just shrugged off Inumaru's misfortune. I then stepped up into one of the few booths that was unoccupied, signaling the other two to follow.
これで取ろうか。
How's this one look?
Aikoさん、こっちです。入ってきてください。
Looks for me. Over here, Aiko. Enter at will.
随分と眩しいのね。
It's quite bright in here. Aiko was mesmerized by the booth, squinting as she looked over the lights along the screen.
Aikoさん、プリシャは初めてですか？
Is this your first time taking one of these, Aiko?
ええ。知識としては理解しているつもりだけれど、
Yes. Though I certainly understand the concept and functionality, of course.
じゃあ注意事項を一つ。映るときはモニターじゃなくて上にあるカメラに目線を合わせてくださいね。
Okay, then I'll give you one expert level piece of advice. When taking a sticker photo, make sure you're looking at the camera, not the screen.
わかったわ。
All right. Aiko nodded, though her movement felt calculated and stiff. She's nervous. She was clearly very nervous.
そういえば、私も初めてプリシャを撮ったのはさやかとだっけ。最初は緊張するのよね。
Come to think of it, first time I took a sticker photo was also with Sayaka, huh? First time is always kind of nerve-wracking.
綺麗に撮れたら友達記念って書きましょうね。
Once we picked our shot, let's write friends forever on it.
なほちゃんとも初めて撮った時はそう書いたんですよ。ね、なほたん。
We wrote that back when the two of us took our first photo too. Right, Naho-tan? Okay, Tan. I forget what that suffix means. I'll look it up later. Right.
そうなの。
I see. Aiko's quick response felt hollow and forced. She was still stiff as a board, like her spirit had been left behind somewhere. In a way, her awkward hesitation had a certain charm to it. It proved that she was being genuine, that she was human.
せっかくですし、3人で抱き合ったりとかして写りませんか？
How about we group hug in the picture? I mean, we might as well. She's probably trying very hard to just, well, not internally collapse right now.
ええ。
Okay.
背景はどうしようか。
What background should we use?
なほたんのお好みで。
I don't know. You pick.
了解。
Okay. Got it. I made a few quick selections, then the background behind Aiko changed. She must not have known about that part. It was actually kind of funny.
それじゃあ撮るよ。
Okay, here we go.
アイコさん、早くもっとこっち。
Right. Oh, Aiko, come closer. Hurry. 3, 2, 1. After several flashes and clicks, an image of us was displayed on the monitor. In it, Sayaka and I were hugging, but Aiko was standing behind us with a furtive look in her eyes.
アイコさん、なんで抱きついてくれなかったんですか？
Aww. Aiko, why weren't you embracing us?
あ、そうだったわね。うっかりしていたわ。
Oh. You're right. I completely forgot.
緊張したんでしょう。
You were nervous, weren't you?
そういうわけじゃないのよ。
Of course not. Aiko's mouth said no, but her blood-red cheeks said otherwise. This was the first time I'd ever seen Aiko flustered.
もう一回撮り直しましょうか？
Why don't we take one more?
いいえ、これでいいわ。等身大の私たちという感じで面白いじゃない？
No, I like this one. I think it shows our true natures. Yeah, I guess it does, doesn't it? Plus, it's kind of funny, don't you think? Aiko touched the monitor with her finger and laughed.
じゃあ、今日はこれくらいにしておきましょうか。
Alright, let's call it a day here then.
水木さん、これを見たら悔しがるかな？
Okay. I wonder if this would make Mizuki jealous. Probably.
それが目的だったの？
Is that what you were after all along?
違うよ。あくまで目的は愛子さんと友達になった記念を。
Of course not. It was to commemorate the forming of our friendship with Aiko. Sayaka spun gleefully in place and held one hand out to Aiko.
アイコさんとは最初の出会いがあまり良くなかったけど、でも根はそんなに悪い人じゃないと思うから。
At first, we didn't get along too well, but I get the feeling that deep down, where it counts, you're not such a bad person at all.
これからいい友達になってくれたら嬉しいです。よろしくお願いします。
I hope we can be the bestest of buds from here on out. To our new friendship.
この子のこういうところが好き。
This is what I like about this girl. I always had a tendency to either be way too blunt or way too familiar with people, bringing them down to my level without even realizing it. But on numerous occasions, I truly felt like Sayaka had saved me from myself.
よろしくね、さやかちゃん。それから、なほちゃんも。
To our new friendship, Sayaka, and to you, Naho. Aiko shook hands with Sayaka and smiled at me.
よろしく。
Yeah. Cold and blunt, as usual. But I could feel the red spreading across my face, and I was certain Sayaka and Aiko knew how I felt, regardless. And I guess we're now back here in the present. Naho's face turning red, and Sayaka's smiling gleefully. Two beautiful, endlessly expressive images. Gone forever.
夢のような一日だったわ。
That day almost feels like a dream now. The funny thing is, nothing to note had really even happened. We just ate a whole lot of sweets, talked for a long time, and took sticker photos. But you don't feel that way, though. All told, we only spent a few hours with each other. Just a few wild hours. Messing around after school one day.
だけど、もう二度とあの時間は戻ってこない。
But those days are never coming back. Naho and Sayaka were now dead. And their deaths triggered an intense despair, hatred, and sheer insanity within Haruyuki, all of which was directed squarely at me.
あの日は確かに笑い合っていたのに。
That day, we were all laughing together. Where had things gone wrong? When you opened your mouth about heavenly host to Naho, somewhere along the line, somebody must have made some kind of mistake. But who?
私のせい。
Is it my fault?
許さない、許さない、絶対に許さない。
Cannot forgive! Cannot forgive! We'll never forgive! I had to apologize, both to the girls who'd already died, and to the person who had gone mad right in front of my eyes. I'm sorry. I couldn't even get the whole word out. The sheer depths of his rage bore into my skull, and out I went, like a light. But how the hell did you end up surviving this, though? Did you just simply get knocked out? EX Chapter 4, Memories Like Beautiful Dreams, End. Soulful testimony from Ayo Yamamoto has been unlocked. Encyclopedia Obscura entries have been unlocked. Sayaka Ue, Kuo Kibiki, and Naho Sainoki. Shogo Taguchi. It honestly really is tragic seeing how Aiko's, well, all their friendships really ended up crumbling the way it did. And the role that Aiko played in it, just... Yeah, she ultimately didn't mean for things to happen, but I can't deny that she is responsible, but at the same time, I do honestly feel bad for her. But I still wonder, though, what the hell happened to Inumaru after all this? Where is the guy? He can't be dead. I wonder if he's going to show up at, like, the end game or something and be another threat I have to deal with. Because, I mean, I thought I'd be dealing with him a lot sooner than that. A lot sooner. But ever since near the beginning, I haven't seen any trace of him since then. You know, except for in the extra chapters. Well, I have a feeling we're getting damn close to the end game here, so can't be too much longer before I see him again if he's still alive, and I have no reason to think he isn't, honestly. So, I think now is a good time as any to stop things here, and we can start Chapter 7 proper in the next episode, and see just what the fucking hell we're gonna do about, well, the Nirvana apocalypse. I hope you guys enjoyed this latest episode of Corpse Party Blood Drive. If you did and you want to see more content from me, feel free to subscribe to my channel. I'll see you all next time. Take care.